Mathematically speaking, the moment you turn 60, a hidden 5-year countdown begins. Most people think they are entering the home stretch to finally relax. Dead wrong. You are currently walking blindfolded into a $315,000 medical trap waiting at age 65. Meanwhile, the system is quietly setting up a 30% death spiral for your Social Security at 62. If you waste this exact 5-year window, your retirement savings will simply bleed out. I'm going to show you the brutal math of what is actually happening to your money and the exact protocol to fix it before time runs out. Now, I know exactly what you might be thinking. You played by the rules. You worked hard for 40 years, paid your taxes, put money away, and did everything society told you to do. If you feel like you are still somehow falling behind, listen to me very carefully. It is not your fault. The financial system is fundamentally broken. Wall Street and the IRS engineered a maze of rules designed to keep you confused. They want you overwhelmed when you hit your 60s, because when you are overwhelmed, you make decisions based on fear. That is exactly when they quietly siphon away your wealth. In a moment, I will show you the exact math to disarm that $315,000 medical trap. But first, you have to understand the invisible tax the government hopes you trigger today.
There is a psychological trap designed to look like a well-deserved reward waiting for you the exact day you turn 62. If you take the bait, it permanently vaporizes 30% of your guaranteed income. The day you turn 62, the Social Security Administration hands you a choice. They offer you an early payout. Your friends take it. Your neighbors take it. It feels like free money. Except it is a mathematical trap. If your full retirement age is 67, taking that check at 62 triggers a permanent 30% reduction in your monthly income. Not for a year, not until the market recovers, for the rest of your life. You are locking in a massive discount on your own survival. But that is just the warm-up. The real financial landmine detonates exactly 3 years later, at age 65. According to the latest data, an average couple retiring at 65 needs $315,000 just to cover out-of-pocket medical expenses. Let me repeat that, $315,000 after taxes. That does not even include long-term care. The system knows you cannot afford this. Medicare is supposed to be your safety net. But here is the brutal truth the government hides. You have a strict enrollment window that opens exactly 3 months before your 65th birthday. Miss that window, you do not get a warning letter. You get hit with a 10% lifetime penalty on your Medicare Part B premiums for every full 12 months you delay. You miss the deadline. They penalize you forever. It is a legally enforced wealth shredder. Now, these massive numbers can feel abstract. You might think a 30% cut or a late enrollment cannot completely wipe out 40 years of savings. Wrong. Dead wrong. Let me show you exactly how a normal, hard-working guy mathematically destroys his entire retirement by making these exact 2 mistakes. Meet John. John just turned 60. He worked hard and saved $500,000. He feels pretty good. But then the sequence of returns risk kicks the door in. Right as John turns 62, the stock market drops 20%. He panics. To protect his shrinking portfolio, John claims his Social Security immediately. He thinks he is playing it safe. He is not. He just legally destroyed 30% of his guaranteed monthly check. Forever. He permanently impoverished his future self out of fear. But wait, it gets worse. Stressed about money, John picks up some consulting and loses track of his paperwork. He misses his initial Medicare enrollment window at 65 by 2 full years. He thinks he can just sign up later. That mistake triggers a 20% lifetime penalty on his Part B premiums. Let us run the numbers. John is now 67. His Social Security income is permanently crippled. His Medicare premiums are permanently inflated. And staring him right in his face is that $315,000 medical trap. Because his monthly income is too low, he aggressively drains his remaining retirement accounts just to pay for basic healthcare and inflation. The math is binary. The math is ruthless. By the time John is 75, he is completely out of money. He is broke. Not because he was lazy,
not because he bought expensive cars. He is broke because he stepped on invisible landmines hidden in the system. But John's story did not have to end this way. If he knew the rules, he could have built a fortress around his money. To avoid John's disaster, it is critical to stop playing defense. This is why many choose to utilize the exact frameworks educated retirees use to protect their capital.
Starting in 2025, the government rolled out a massive update under the Secure Act 2.0. They quietly created a highly specific wealth window for anyone between the ages of 60 and 63. They introduced a super catch-up contribution limit. If you fall into this exact age bracket, the framework allows you to legally funnel the greater of $10,000 or 150% of the standard catch-up limit directly into your retirement accounts. This is a mathematical shield against healthcare inflation. It allows you to aggressively compound your money right before the Medicare trapdoors open at 65. If understanding the math behind these hidden rules just saved you from a six-figure headache, hit the subscribe button right now.
My entire channel is dedicated to exposing the financial physics that Wall Street and the IRS use against you, so you can keep the wealth you built. But listen to me very carefully. Maximizing this super catch-up window is completely useless if you make one fatal mistake with your asset allocation right before you claim your benefits. If you ignore this, the entire strategy instantly falls apart. To actually secure this wealth, the math suggests following a strict three-step timeline. At age 60, the strategy is to maximize the super catch-up loophole to legally shield cash from taxes. At 62, it means completely ignoring the Social Security early payout date to permanently protect that 30% baseline. And at 64 and a half, the focus shifts to aggressively preparing for the exact month the Medicare enrollment window opens. Understanding this protocol helps disarm the $315,000 medical trap before it ever touches those accounts. The choice is yours, and your future self is counting on you to not mess this up. But remember that fatal asset allocation mistake I just mentioned? If you hold too much money in the wrong type of retirement account, the government will hit you with a massive hidden surcharge called the IRMA tax, the exact second you file for Medicare. I break down that exact math and how to legally hide your income from it in the video on your screen right now. Click it, and I will see you over there.